Hello and welcome to 1969 Baseball. We are here for Game 2 between the Pirates and Cubs at Pittsburgh. The Cubs coming in having lost Game 1 to the Pirates in a 5-1 decision. For the nightcap, we're going to see that the Cubs are sending pitcher Dick Selma out to the mound. He's making start number 3, coming in at 1-1 with a .497 ERA, 118 WHIP. He'll be opposed by the Pirates' Steve Blass, who is making start number 3. 2-0 record, ERA of exactly 1. The Cubs lineup will include one change, as the catcher Felsky is going to be in for Randy Hundley in the nightcap, and Willie Smith will be starting at first base for Ernie Banks. So the Cubs lineup will be Kessinger, Phillips, Williams, Santo, Blomberg, Felsky, Smith, Beckert, and the pitcher Selma. The Pirates lineup will be Matty Alou, Clemente, Hebner, Stargell, Taylor, Oliver, Lopez, Mazeroski, and the pitcher Steve Blass batting ninth. We see that it is 53 degrees in Pittsburgh, and wind is blowing left to right at 8 mph. The Pirates are here taking the field. Cubs ready to send up Don Kessinger to lead off this game. Kessinger facing Blass. 2-1 count. Looking for the sign. Cubs coming in at 3-11. Pirates leading the division at 10-4. Blass staring intently in at the catcher, and now ready to make the pitch. And a liner right at the first baseman Stargell. He's going to make the catch. That is out number 1. Phillips now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Adolfo Phillips. And Phillips takes strike 3 looking, a changeup right at the knees. And now Billy Williams is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 count to Billy Williams. Blass working. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Williams is rung up and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. Matty Alou leading off for the Pirates here against Dick Selma in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 count. Selma looking for the sign, and here's the pitch. And a liner up the middle. That's going to be a leadoff single for Matty Alou as he stops at first with a base hit. And now Clemente is the batter, nobody out, runner on first. 0-2 pitch, and Clemente knocks that one right back up the middle for another hit. Back-to-back singles for the Pirates, and it looks like they're going to continue to try to advance. However, Clemente is thrown out by the center fielder Adolfo trying to get to second. So now there's 1 out and a runner on third. Alou went first to third. Clemente is credited with a single, but then on the aggressive base running, he's thrown out at second. So Hebner now batting against Selma with 1 out and a runner 90 feet away. Here's ball 1 and the count. And a pop up to left. Coming in fast is Williams. Going out is Kessinger. And Kessinger makes the catch. That is out number 2. Stargell now batting with 2 outs and 1 man on. 0-2 pitch to Stargell and a check swing, strike 3. That was outside and Stargell couldn't hold up. So the Pirates get a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Blass facing Santo here in the top of the second. Here is the first pitch to Ron Santo, and he lines that one over the third baseman's head in left field. That is going to be a leadoff single for Ron Santo. He stops at first, and it'll bring up Blomberg. Pardon me, with nobody out, 1 man on. Blomberg waiting for the 1-ball pitch. And a grounder to first. Stargell to short. So they get the lead runner, but there's no relay over to first. So 3-6, the put out is recorded. The fielder's choice puts Blomberg on first, and now Felsky is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 2-1 count. Felsky pops it up on the right side. The second baseman Mazeroski goes over and he makes the catch for out number 2. Willie Smith now the batter. 2 for 16 on the season, playing the second half of the doubleheader at first base. Smith waiting for the 1-1 pitch, and a grounder to first. Stargell has it, steps on the base, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. We're going to the bottom of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Taylor now facing Selma in the Pirates half of the second. Here's a 1-2 count. And the pitch from Dick Selma. And a liner into center field. This time Phillips is going to come in and make the catch. That'll be out number 1. Line drive literally straight away center field, and Phillips took about 2 steps in and made that catch. Oliver now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here is the first pitch to Oliver, and a grounder to short. Kessinger has it, throws to first. That'll be out number 2. Lopez now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Emerito Lopez waiting for a pitch. And strike 3 is called. Selma drops a slider in on the outer part of the plate. So we're going to the top of the third. Pirates retired in order, and it is still a 0-0 ball game. Glenn Beckert batting now, top of the third. Leading off against the Pirates, Steve Blass. And he grounds that one to third. Takes a big Sunday hop. The throw goes to first, and that is going to be out number 1. Selma now batting. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Dick Selma, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Selma cannot make contact with that sinker, and it'll bring up Kessinger. 2 outs, nobody on, 1 strike count, and the pitch to Don Kessinger. And a grounder up the middle. The shortstop has it. Throws to first and retires his counterpart for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the third of a 0-0 ball game. Mazeroski going to lead off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the third. 3-1 pitch from Dick Selma. Here it comes. Inside for ball 4. The leadoff walk is issued. That will bring up the pitcher, Blass, with nobody out and a runner on first. Pirates may be trying to manufacture a run right here. Here's a 2-strike pitch. And the bunt is down the first base line and foul. So that is going to be a strikeout for Blass, and that'll bring up Alou with 1 out, 1 man on. Alou facing Selma, and a liner into right field, coming in fast and making the play is Blomberg. However, he plays it on a hop. The throw goes down to third, and Mazeroski slides safely into third. So a single for Alou puts runners on the corners with 1 out, and Clemente now is the batter. Clemente 1 for 1, thrown out at second, trying to advance, stretching out a base hit. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Clemente, and a liner up the middle for a base hit. This is going to make it a 1-0 ball game. The Pirates get the first run of the game. The runner Alou is going to advance from first to third. Clemente gets the RBI single, and the Pirates are up 1-0. Hebner now batting with 1 out and runners still in the corners. Selma working with a 3-1 count. And that's inside. That's ball 4. So the bases are now loaded, and Stargell is the batter. With 1 out, 1 run already in, bases loaded, Selma working with a 1-strike count, and a grounder to first. So that is playable. The first baseman flips it to Selma, who covers the base. The run scores, and that'll be 2 outs now and a 2-0 Pirate lead. Taylor facing Selma with runners on second and third on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Selma trying to get out of this jam in the bottom of the third. Here's a 3-1 pitch and a grounder to short. Kessinger has it, throws to first, and that'll end the inning. Pirates score twice. We're going to the top of the fourth of a 2-0 ball game. Adolfo Phillips facing Blass here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 ball count. Phillips waiting for the pitch. And a liner into left field. Is that going to get down? No. That is caught by Al Oliver for out number 1. Billy Williams now batting. 1 out and nobody on. 3-1 pitch to Billy Williams. And that is inside for ball 4. So Williams, showing a good eye, draws the walk, and it brings up Santo. With 1 out, 1 man on, and a 3-1 pitch. And Santo takes ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by the Pirates' Steve Blass, and that is going to bring up Ron Blomberg. With 1 out, 2 runners on, 0-2 pitch to Blomberg. Blass working. Strike 3 is called. Blomberg is set down with a sinker, and now Felsky is batting with 2 outs and 2 men on. And a 2-2 count, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the curve. So the Cubs threaten. They strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the 4th of a 2-0 ball game. Al Oliver facing Dick Selma in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-1 count. Selma working. And a liner up the middle, that'll be into center field for a base hit. It gets by Beckert, and a leadoff single for Al Oliver. So Lopez facing Selma with nobody out and a runner on first here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-1 count, Selma with the pitch. Popped up on the infield. First baseman Smith is coming over, called off by the second baseman Beckert, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Mazeroski now batting with 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Bill Mazeroski. And a grounder to short. Kessinger has it to Beckert, over to Smith, and that is going to end the inning on a 6-4-3 double play. So the Cubs face the minimum. We're going to the top of the fifth of a 2-0 ball game. Smith now leading off for the Cubs against Blass here in the top of the fifth. Full count pitch, Smith waiting. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Swung right over that sinker, and now Beckert is the batter with 1 out and nobody on. 1 ball count, Beckert waiting for the pitch. Liner up the middle, that'll be a base hit. Glenn Beckert is going to have a single with 1 out, and it'll bring up the pitcher's spot, Selma, here in the top of the fifth inning. Selma is going to be asked to lay down a sacrifice in this situation, and he bunts it down the first base line. That is foul. So 2 strikes now. Selma facing Blass, and he is going to be told to swing away. Here's the pitch. Grounder to first. And that's going to work just like a sacrifice as Stargell picks it up, steps on the base, and the runner, Beckert, advances to second. Kessinger now batting with 2 outs, 1 man on. Here is the first pitch to Don Kessinger, and he grounds that one to second. Picked up, thrown to first, and that is going to end the inning. So the Cubs stranding a runner. Going to the bottom of the fifth, it's a 2-0 ball game. Steve Blass now facing Dick Selma in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-2 count, Selma with the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Selma gets him with a fastball. And now Alou is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count to Matty Alou. And a liner into right center field, that's going to go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Matty Alou, rounding first, heading for second. He is going to slide into second with a 1-out double. And Selma now going to work with a runner in scoring position. And the next batter coming up is Roberto Clemente. He is 2 for 2 with an RBI in today's game. Coming up with 1 out, 1 man on, and a 1 ball count from Selma. Here's the pitch. Grounder toward third. Santo picks it up, throws to first. That is out number 2. Hebner now batting with 2 outs and 1 man on. Hebner facing Selma with a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. High for ball 4. Hebner draws the walk. That sets up the force, which is going to bring up the always dangerous Willie Stargell. He is 0 for 2 with an RBI in today's game. Selma facing Stargell. 1 ball count. 2 men on. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Grounder towards short. Kessinger has it. He throws to second, and they get the runner to end the inning. So nice defense there by Don Kessinger to keep that ball out of the outfield. And the Cubs escape unscathed. We're going to the top of the 6th of a 2-0 ball game in Pittsburgh. Phillips is going to lead off for the Cubs, facing Blass here in the top of the 6th. There is the first pitch from Blass, and it's a liner up the middle. So Phillips knocks that one into center field for a leadoff single. And now Billy Williams is going to be the batter. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Phillips, who is fairly speedy, is going to be looking for an opportunity to steal in this situation. Williams batting, told to swing away. The first pitch is strike 1. That was... So this is going to be the situation where Phillips tries to steal. The runner goes, oh, and he takes low inside, and Phillips decides to hold. Well, I think we wasted that opportunity now. So 1-1 pitch, and Williams lines it down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. So rounding second and heading for third is Phillips. Williams has a stand-up double, and the Cubs have got something going here in the top of the 6th inning. It is 2-0 in favor of the Pirates. The Cubs have the tying run in scoring position, and Ron Santo now is the batter with nobody out, 2 men on. Blass facing Santo, 2-0 count, and that's a grounder to short. picked up and thrown over to first. That's going to retire Santo. The run will score, and it is now a 2-1 Pirate lead as the Cubs cash in for their first run of this game. Blomberg now going to bat with 1 out. Runner still in scoring position. Blomberg facing Blass with a full count. Here's the pitch. And a pop-up center field. That's going to be shallow center, and it's going to be playable. Williams will not be able to tag up in advance, so Blomberg flies out for the second out of the inning, and this is going to bring up Felsky with 2 outs, the tying run in scoring position. Here's a full count pitch to Felsky, and that is inside for ball 4, so Felsky draws the walk. He heads down to first, and now Smith is the batter. He is 0 for 2 today, facing the righty Blass, and the Cubs are going to see activity in their bullpen. The lefty, Steve Hamilton, is going to be warmed up. No, actually, we're not going to. We're just going to go ahead. If this guy gets on, I'll warm up somebody because we're still 2 batters away from Selma. So Blass is going to face Smith here with 2 outs and 2 men on in the top of the 6th inning. Here's a 1-strike count and the pitch. And Smith lines that one down the left field line. That's going to go all the way to the wall, high off the wall. 1 run is going to score. Smith is going to have an RBI double. 2 runs are going to score. The Cubs have a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. A clutch RBI double by Willie Smith in the top of the 6th. Puts the Cubs ahead 3-2. It brings up Glenn Beckert. Beckert is now batting with the runner on second and 2 outs. And now we are going to see activity in the Cub bullpen. It is going to be... We're going to warm up the setup man, Abernathy, here in the top of the 6th inning. So Beckert facing Blass with Smith on second and 2 outs. Here's the first pitch to Glenn Beckert. And it is an intentional walk. Yeah, so they're going to actually force the pitcher's spot to come up. And that is going to mean that Dick Selma's day is over. And a substitution will be made. The pinch hitter is going to be Jim Hickman. Hickman is going to face the righty Blass with 2 outs and 2 men on here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Jim Hickman. And a drive to shallow center field. Coming in is the center fielder, Alou, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So the Cubs score 3 times and take a 3-2 lead into the bottom of the 6th inning. And now we are going to see Abernathy is going to be brought in to the number 9 spot to pitch here in the Pirates' half of the 6th inning. We're going to visit the mound. He says, I've got plenty left in the tank. Abernathy coming in. He has thrown 9 innings, allowed 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and an ERA of 1. He's going to face the 5, 6, and 7 batters in the Pirates lineup here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So, full count pitch. Abernathy looking for the sign and the payoff pitch. Grounder toward third. Santo picks it up, throws over to first. That is out number 1. Oliver now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Oliver waiting for the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the knuckle curve. That is a tough pitch to catch up with. So Lopez now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Abernathy facing Lopez here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Grounder toward third. Santo has it again. Picks it up, throws to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs retire the Pirates in order in the 6th. We are going to the top of the 7th of a 3-2 ball game. Kessinger coming up to lead off for the Cubs here in the top of the 7th inning. The Cubs are going to see Steve Hamilton warming up in their bullpen to potentially face the lefties at the top of the Pirate lineup. Kessinger facing Blass here in the top of the 7th inning. 1-2 count, Blass working. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Blass strikes him out. That's number 7 on the day for him. And now it brings up Adolfo Phillips. 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch to Adolfo Phillips. And a grounder back toward the mound. Blast picks it up. Throws to first. That is out number 2. Billy Williams now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here is the first pitch to Billy Williams. Blast working. And Williams pops it up to short center. That's going to come in, and Alou is going to make the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs retired in order. We're going to the bottom of the 7th of a 3-2 ball game. Now, Abernathy is going to face Mazeroski, and then we'll see who the Pirates send up for a pinch hitter to follow that up. So Mazeroski facing Abernathy. 1 ball count. Here's the pitch. And Mazeroski lines that one right at his counterpart, Glenn Beckert, at second base. That is out number 1. And now Blass is being allowed to bat for himself here in the bottom of the 7th. So Abernathy will face Blass with 1 out, nobody on base. And that will mean a 1-strike pitch. And here it comes. And Blass lines that one up the middle for a single. You've got to be kidding me. Blass gets the base hit on the 1-strike changeup. So 1 out, the tying run is on first, and Matty Alou is now the batter. And now the Cubs are going to, in fact, bring in the reliever, Hamilton, to face the lefty, Alou. Hamilton will be brought in. He has thrown 2 1/3 innings, allowed 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and has an ERA of 0 so far this season. Hamilton working to Alou with the tying runner on first and 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's a 1-strike count, and Hamilton working to Alou, and a grounder to short. Beckert catches it at second from Kessinger, but he does not make the relay, so the double play is broken up. The inning continues with 2 outs and a runner on first, and Clemente is the next batter. Hamilton facing Clemente, bottom of the 7th inning. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch. And the throw goes down to second as the runner's trying to steal. However, Alou gets his 3rd stolen base of the season. He got a good jump on the lefty Hamilton. So now Clemente facing Hamilton with 2 outs and a runner on second. Pirates down by 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is the payoff pitch. And a liner over toward Beckert, and he catches that one, so that ends the inning. We are going to the top of the 8th inning. It is a 3-2 Cub lead. Santo is going to face Blass here in the top of the 8th. Blass at 107 pitches so far, coming out to work the 8th frame of this ball game. Here's a full count and the pitch to Santo, and a grounder towards third. The third baseman picks it up, throws over to first, and that is going to be out number 1. Blomberg now facing Blass with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Blomberg. Here it comes. That is low. It is ball 4, so Blomberg draws the walk. And now 5 walks on the day for Blass, and it brings up Felsky with 1 out. He is 0 for 2 today. Runner on first. Cubs looking for some insurance runs here in the 8th. Here's another full count pitch. And a grounder towards short. Thrown to second, relay to first, and that is going to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in the top of the 8th. The double play ends the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 8th of a 3-2 ball game. And now the closer, Regan, is going to be warmed up, because if Hamilton gets in any trouble dueling with any of these batters, he is going to be pulled for the closer in the 8th inning. Hamilton going to face Hebner to start out with a 2-0 count. And a grounder back toward the mound. Hamilton picks it up, fires over to first. However, the throw gets away. It's an errant throw. I don't know if he thought he was supposed to throw that over the first baseman's shoulder or what the case was, but there's an error, and it puts the tying run on base, which is Hebner, and now Stargell comes up with nobody out, one runner on, 2-1 count, and Stargell lines that one past the third baseman in left field. That's going to be a base hit. Stopping at second is the runner Hebner, so the Pirates now have first and second with nobody out, in the bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to visit the mound. Phil Regan is ready, and that means that we are going to have a double switch. Regan is going to come in. He is actually going to come into the number 5 spot, and he is going to pitch. And then Rick Blatt is going to come in, play right field, and he will bat in the number 9 spot. And that way, hopefully, we will not have to see the pitcher's spot come up again in this ball game. Regan now has thrown 8 innings, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a 2.25 ERA. He is going to be asked to work his way out of a jam here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He's going to face Taylor with nobody out, 2 men on. Here's a 2-1 count, and Regan working, looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. And a pop up to right. Coming in as the right fielder, Blatt, who just came in as a defensive replacement. He makes the running catch for out number 1. So Oliver now the batter with 1 out and 2 men on. Regan working with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Oliver. And a pop up to center. Phillips coming in, heading toward left center. He catches it for out number 2. So Regan now going to face the pinch hitter Manny Sanguillen with 2 outs and the tying run on second here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sanguillen is facing Regan with a 2-1 count and the pitch. And a drive left center field, looks like it's going to be playable. Phillips heads over and he makes the catch to end the inning. So Regan induces 3 pop-ups and gets out of the inning. We're going to the top of the 9th of a 3-2 ball game. Smith is going to face the new Pirate reliever Luke Walker. He has thrown 1 inning, recorded 1 strikeout, and allowed no earned runs so far this season. Smith facing Walker, leading off the Cubs half of the 9th inning. Smith with an RBI double that put the Cubs ahead in the 6th, and this time he's going to ground it over toward first. Stargell picks it up and steps on the base for out number 1. Beckert now batting against the lefty Walker with 1 out, nobody on. Here is the pitch to Glenn Beckert. And a liner up the middle, that'll be a base hit. So Beckert gets the 1 out single. He's going to stop at first. And it'll bring up Blatt with 1 out. Runner on first. Blatt 3 for 5 on the season, facing the lefty Walker here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's a 1-ball pitch and a liner down the right field line. That's going to get all the way down into the corner. Blatt rounding first, heading for extra bases. He's going to stand up into second with a double. Clemente gets it back in quickly as Beckert stops at third, and the Cubs now have second and third with 1 out and the top of the lineup coming up. The Pirates bring the infield defense in. Kessinger now facing Walker with 1 out, 2 men on. Top of the 9th inning. Here's the first pitch to Kessinger, and they're going to issue the intentional walk. So this is an interesting strategy. You'd rather walk Kessinger, and face Adolfo Phillips, but you're still getting yourself 1 batter closer to Billy Williams by doing that. I don't know if I agree with that theory. So Adolfo Phillips is 1 for 4 in the game. He is facing off with Walker. With the bases loaded and 1 out, the Cubs already ahead by 1 in the top of the 9th inning. Here's a 1-2 count and the pitch to Phillips. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So that will be a big out for the Pirates. And now with 2 outs, they play the infield defense back. And Billy Williams is the batter. Bases still loaded. Cubs up by 1. 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. Here's a full count pitch to Billy Williams. And it is popped up. That was probably ball 4. He pops it up off the end of the bat, and the second baseman Mazeroski makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs leave the bases loaded. We're going to the bottom of the 9th of a 3-2 ball game. Regan is going to face Pagan here in the bottom of the 9th. The pinch hitter Pagan coming up in the number 8 spot to lead off for the Pirates. Here's a 1-1 count. Regan looking for the sign and the pitch. And a pop up to center. Coming in fast is Phillips. And he makes the catch. That is out number 1. Regan now working to Patek. Patek is 0 for 1 in the season. He comes up with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch from Regan, and a pop up to center again. Phillips coming in fast. He has a line on it. He makes the catch. That is out number 2. And now Matty Alou is the batter. Pirates down to their final out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here is the first pitch to Matty Alou, and a drive to center field. This time, staying right where he is Phillips, and he makes the catch to end the game. So the Cubs closer Regan works 2 innings to earn the save today. The Pirates lose to the Cubs 3-2. The Cubs get 3 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. The Pirates get 2 runs on 8 hits with no errors. Cubs improving to 4-11 while the Pirates drop to 10-5. The Pirates' Steve Blass is the player of the game. He went 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 5 walks, and 7 strikeouts. The Cubs' Dick Selma gets win number 2. He improves to 2-1, having thrown 5 innings of 6-hit, 2-run baseball with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Phil Regan gets save number 3. And the player of the game for the Cubs is definitely Willie Smith, who came through with a clutch RBI double to give the Cubs that 3-2 lead. Well, thank you for watching Cubs baseball.